In the heart of the dense blackwood forest, where the trees loom tall and the shadows seem to dance with eerie whispers, lies a tale that sends shivers down the spine of any who dare to listen. It's a story whispered around campfires and shared in hushed tones, passed down through generations of locals who know better than to venture too deep into those ancient woods. Our story begins with a group of adventurous friends, Sarah, Jack, Emily, and Ben, eager to escape the monotony of city life and seek thrills in the great outdoors. Armed with camping gear and a sense of youthful invincibility, they set out for a weekend camping trip in Blackwood Forest. The forest greeted them with a deceptive serenity, its towering trees swaying gently in the breeze, birdsong filling the air. But as the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness descended, the atmosphere shifted, and the forest revealed its true nature. As the group gathered around their campfire, swapping stories and roasting marshmallows, a feeling of unease settled over them. The woods seemed to press in closer, the shadows growing thicker and more menacing with each passing moment. Jack, the self-proclaimed skeptic of the group, brushed off their concerns, chalking it up to an overactive imagination. But Sarah couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, the sensation of eyes boring into her from the darkness beyond the fire's glow. That night, as they huddled in their tents, the forest came alive with strange noises, rustling leaves, snapping twigs, distant whispers that seemed to carry on the wind. Sleep eluded them, replaced by a sense of growing dread that hung heavy in the air. The next morning, they awoke to find their campsite in disarray, their supplies scattered, their food rations torn open and devoured by unseen hands. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone in the woods. Determined to uncover the source of the disturbances, they set out to explore deeper into the forest, following a trail that seemed to beckon them further into the unknown. With each step, the woods grew darker, the trees closing in around them like gnarled fingers clutching at their sanity. It wasn't long before they stumbled upon an abandoned cabin hidden deep within the heart of the forest. Its windows were shattered, its walls covered in strange symbols that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Against their better judgment, they entered the cabin, drawn by a force they could not comprehend. Inside, they found evidence of someone or something living there. Tattered blankets lay strewn across the floor, crude drawings etched into the walls, and in the corner, a pile of bones picked clean of flesh. Fear gnawed at their insides as they realized they were not alone. As they attempted to flee the cabin, they were met with a sight that chilled them to the core. A figure lurking in the shadows, its eyes gleaming with malevolent intent. It moved with an otherworldly grace, its movements unnatural and jerky as it advanced towards them. With nowhere left to run, they braced themselves for the inevitable confrontation, their hearts pounding in their chests as the creature drew closer. But before it could reach them, a piercing scream split the air, echoing through the forest with a bone-chilling intensity. In that moment, the forest seemed to come alive with a cacophony of wails and howls, as if mourning the loss of one of its own. And then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the noise ceased, leaving behind an eerie silence that hung heavy in the air. Shaken to their core, the group fled the cabin and the forest, vowing never to return to that cursed place again. But try as they might, they could never shake the feeling that they were being watched, that something lingered in the shadows, waiting to claim them as its next victim. And so, the legend of Blackwood Forest lives on, a cautionary tale for those who dare to venture too deep into its dark embrace. For in those woods where the trees whisper secrets and the shadows dance with malevolent intent, the most disturbing encounters await those foolish enough to seek them out.